is another beautiful, beautiful sunny day. I am so grateful to be out here having this experience. And with that being said, we get to create the reality that we want to have for life by how we think, what we say, how we feel about life situations. The best advice that I've ever gotten was from my mom, who once said to me, "Baby, when you learn how to let things go in life, you'll be able to receive so much more than you can ever imagine." And when she told me that a few years ago, when I was sick and depressed and just angry about life and everything pertaining to it, and my mom was looking at me with a smile telling me all of this beautiful wisdom, I would just think to myself, you have no clue what you're talking about. You have no idea what pain I'm dealing with. But my mom was right. The more I began to release in my life and let go, and this meant relationships with people, my spouse, friends, situations, family, everything. My life shifted in such a way that I never could have comprehended. And my mom was right. And through that, I learned how to trust myself. I learned that every intention that I had that came from this mind, my heart, was right. And it was right for me. And it didn't matter what anyone thought about it. That's why I embraced fasting when people thought I was insane, that I was going to kill myself. Or when I began urine therapy, people told me it was disgusting. I can't believe that you do that. How could you do that? That's so inhumane. But because I live my truth, I've been able to change how people perceive me. And now, because I help myself, I can in turn be a light, truly, to the entire world. Does anyone have to take the path that I'm on? No. But what I say today is to live your most divine truth. Do what makes you have a passion for life. And watch the magic happen. And that's why I always leave that little message at the end, that you are the key. You're the key to unlocking your happiness to divine health, prosperity, whatever it is you want. I have found that to be so true even on this Fruitarian journey. Just raising my elevation of consciousness makes me feel even more connected. And I always look at this life and this journey as the constant evolving of oneself. Because one way is not it. I think we tend to plateau. We continue to rise if we know that we have the power to go beyond. And on the topic of my former spouse, I want to share that when I got my courage to finally say enough is enough, I left with very little. And I'm not asking for one dime from him. Not one. Why am I sharing this? Because I want to empower men and women to know that you don't need anything from anyone. You don't need any financial backing to make your life livable. Because to me, then, If I chose that path, I'm only settling for crumbs. When I get to make my reality so vast and so prosperous, I don't need anything from someone who didn't value me. I left with no vehicle, but you know what? I have left foot and right foot. I walk to the park every day that the weather is perfect for it. I'm at this park and I have all this beautiful space to lay out in the sun in peace and quiet. I created this reality. I'm not sitting back waiting on someone to bring me the happiness, to fulfill me, to make me whole or complete. I never will, ever in life. That was my lesson. My life has been magical. That's the only word I can think of. That's why I always say I'm magic stardust. Magic stardust because I'm made from everything in the cosmos, everything in the universe. The stars are a part of me, and I'm magic. At the end of my video, I say Kelly Star, because that's the new name that I will have when my divorce is final. Kelly Star. Kelly was a name that I was kind of playing around with. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, this is what I'm going to change my name to when the divorce is final. And she goes, you know what? Before you were born, I wanted to name you Kelly, but your dad never liked that name. I was like, well, you know what, Mom? You're finally going to have your way. I heard you in the womb. I must have been feeling that. But yeah, that's the reason for that. Just shared a little bit because my life can be an open book. I'm not ashamed of any experience that I had that brought me to this beautiful being that you see before you today. I'm not ashamed of one thing. I'm not ashamed of anything I've ever done. None of it. Because I wouldn't be me today. So, I must mention my children who were with me from the beginning of time. My little eggs waiting to be hatched. They make my life spectacular and beautiful, and that magic in every way. And as I said before, they truly are the wind beneath my wings. I hope that this video encourages you to take a stand for your life, your truth, your divine happiness. It is your birthright. And wherever you are in the world, know that you are blessed beyond anything you can comprehend. Because everything that you have and need already dwells in you. You are the key. Bye, and stay fruitarian.